Daredevil today?
Yeah, we talk a little Daredevil. Oh shoot, let me get the mic right.
Hey, Daredevil must not be that good because we ain't really been talking about it.
Not that it's not good. It comes out on Sunday. I mean on Tuesday. By the time we get to it, it's like, damn. You know what I mean? But I still
I
want to rap. I still
don't
want to
know
rap.
what you mean. No, I don't know what you mean. We've done that
Well, I
before.
mean, well, listen, nigga. I mean, we
I
weren't
mean,
even.
shows come out on Wednesday, Tuesday.
I'm
Well,
just
yeah,
saying,
we
like,
weren't. Yeah,
all
we
right,
weren't.
all right,
But this is
okay.
episode 5, I think, or 6 or 7 of fucking thing. So we haven't really been talking about that shit since its inception. I think that's the first week is when we talked about it. We haven't talked about it since.
Okay. All right. Well, you want to talk about that? Since you don't want to, since you talk about shit that don't like to get talked about, but then you don't want to talk about it. You want to talk about it?
Nah, man. Nah, ain't nobody talking about it.
What the? what the? Ain't anybody stood. Yo, we live as hell. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good day to all of my folks out there. Blurred Land was popping. Yes, it's your favorite blurred flick, ready to talk blurred shit on the Saturday. Let's do it. We've been doing the Saturday morning cartoons, right? Yes. Oh. So thank y'all for pulling up, man. And yes, unfortunately, we are reporting that not too long ago, this isn't breaking news, but still news. The one and only Val Kilmer did pass away. Unfortunately, rest his soul. Val Kilmer, the second man in the 80s to rock that Batman costume, to do it the way that I would say was fairly decent, right? I mean, his face was hella small for that mask, but it is what it is. And yeah, he represented, I would say he was the you know what? I dare say that Val Kilmer's Batman was not nearly as bad as the George Clooney Batman, right? I mean, we don't even talk about that. I mean, so this was the Batman before the Batman with the nipples. Because remember they put nipples on his costume, you know what I'm saying? And we was like, come on, bro. So we put nipples on the costume. So yeah, well, I don't know. Is that a nipple?
Yeah, those are nipples.
Those are but they're not big. But they don't got like areola.
No,
like
Joseph.
Joseph.
It's just a
Areola.
It's just
my Batman and Robin time, they had put areola on the nipple. Don't make me pull it up because I will pull it up.
Well, I mean, but how much areola does a man have? Like, I mean, like you saying it like it's a whole lot. Like,
man,
like what man's walking around with 2 inches of areola, bro? Like, what's happening?
All right, well, how much areola you got, bro? You know, but
not enough. Not enough to be shown. Not enough for anybody to get turned on. That's for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing right now? I'm not sure where we're going, but it is what it is. Well, listen, like I said, man, we are here to talk blur stuff. Definitely about the passing of Val Kilmer was unfortunate, man. This is back in the golden era when comic books were starting to finally be taken serious, when they finally took the bam, bip off of the screen for Batman. But yeah, the dude passed away, and we'll talk about why and all of that. Also, there is a movie coming out soon with Michael B. Jordan, and was directed and made by Ryan Coogler called Sinners, and the homie, the movie blogger, Ant got a chance to check that out. So we might chat a little bit about that. And also Iyanu, which is a new cartoon that comes out when, Nolly?
Today. Well, it came out at 9:30.
It comes out like literally like today.
Came out 9:30 a.m. on Cartoon Network, and then will be available tomorrow on Max.
It came out, so check it out. And Nolly actually did some work on this, so we're gonna delve a little bit into this as well. And of course, we gotta talk Daredevil because we haven't, evidently, according to some people. And the show is lit. I mean, the shit's lit. I mean, if there's any talk about the show must not be that good, bullshit. The shit is still lit. It's just, man. I missed the Netflix series. We can watch the whole thing, binging on out. It is what it is. But here we are today, your favorite blurs. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. Appreciate you. Pull up. Let's go ahead and chat.
This is Thugnificent telling everybody to tune in to New Blurred Order, my nigga. The best podcast on the planet Earth, nigga. This is Thug-nificent telling everybody that.
I gotta remember to take the loop off, man. Shoot. But anyway, man. So as you all know, Val did pass, and unfortunately, it was not of old age. I'm reporting here right now that evidently, it was because of pneumonia. Said his daughter Mercedes. He was diagnosed with throat cancer in 2014, but later recovered. And evidently, unfortunately, it appears it didn't necessarily take. So your boy ain't here no more, man. It's sad as hell. It sucks to see him go because, like I said, he was one of the good ones. But we're gonna go ahead and utilize him today, and just remember all of the good things that Val Kilmer. Did you know Val Kilmer? Yes. Did you see the Batman Forever movie?
We're doing this. We're doing this right now.
I'm saying like it was a movie with and Jim Carrey played the Riddler.
Tell me more.
and Nicole Kidman was a reporter. So freaking man, it was a whole thing. Did you? Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face. Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face?
Crazy, yeah, man. I mean, these are crazy things happen before you.
Of course, I've seen that shit. What you mean? The Riddler? What? I'm okay. Listen, low key, I want to get me one of those costumes so that I can like swing the cane like he did. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, the costume was sick, yo.
Yes, like that was prime Jim. Yes, with the red hair. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rock the hell out of that. Watch that. Get ready for it.
It was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so happy that Val Kilmer didn't have the same reception George Clooney had, because when George Clooney did Batman, it was a mess. It was a problem. But I say that just to say, Val Kilmer for me was mostly known as Batman, but he also played a couple other roles. I don't know if y'all remember. He played. I think he was Isaac, Albert Einstein. No, Mark Twain. Or was it Mark Twain or something like that? Does say he did a couple. He had a couple roles. You know, he
went way back.
I mean, he did a couple things. Obviously Bruce. I frankly think that he may have been I don't want to say a better Bruce Wayne, but he looked a little more the part of Bruce Wayne than Michael Keaton did. Even though I still held Michael Keaton as the best, just because that's how I was introduced to him. But I think that Val held it down. Now, like I said, he also was, I think, in Tombstone or something else. He was Jim Morrison in The Doors. He was in Top Gun. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was Goose or Maverick. I don't know. I don't remember. He was in Heat. Remember him in Heat with Val Kilmer and Robert De Niro? Remember he was in Willow? Get the fuck out of here, man. Willow. Oh, man. Yo, Tombstone, like I said.
That's man.
Come on, man. Bruce Wayne. Oh my goodness, man. He could. The dude had it, man. And then, and obviously he cherished his role as Batman. But yeah, for him to pass this way at the age of 65, man, it's so. And wasn't he recently he was in something recently too, like a low budget something. I feel like I saw him in he was a lot bigger. He was in a low budget movie. And I was like, damn, that's where we at right now. Man, I remember Val Kilmer from this movie called Real Genius. I feel like I talked to y'all about this.
Real Genius.
Real Genius. It had Val Kilmer was the only guy of note, but it was about college students. They were like engineering students. It was like MIT type stuff. And like they were supposed to build stuff for like a project, and then they learned halfway through it that the project was actually going to be utilized. It was like a nuclear laser that was, and so they were like, "Oh, hold up, they're using us to build a bomb for free." And I don't know, the whole thing. I could sit there and go into it, but yeah, man, I'm just saying, like, I just want to heap praises on Val Kilmer. Nally, did you have anything to say about Val Kilmer before we move on, or anybody else? Nally's like, yeah, I don't know.
Rest in peace, No Nipple Batman.
No Nipple Batman. Does he have? They're there.
They're like pepperonis.
Yeah,
not like nipple. They're like pepperonis.
She went into detail. Damn, Nolly.
Not pepper. I think pepper. No, it's more like nickels. They're like little pennies.
Like the mini Italian sausages.
No. You know what they look like? Little Hershey Kisses when you cut the tip off of them.
Just the tip.
You know what I'm saying? Like just.
Good morning.
They look like the little like smaller versions of the mini pizzas that you pop into the microwave right quick.
Or like
When
you know,
they
like
pop up and
old-fashioned
they get-
pepperonis that like cup up when you cook them.
Yes, yes, Nolly.
We too stupid, man. All right, we gotta get this real quick. This is getting uncomfortable. What is the comments? Good morning, chat. Good morning, chat. Yes, he was in a lot of films, Linda. Appreciate you pointing that out. Iceman, that was his name. Antoine, appreciate you. Darth Erebus, appreciate it. Yes, we know Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face, even though it should have been Billy D. Williams, because he was actually, we know, he was the lawyer, all right, in the original one. All right. And then they flipped it to Tommy Lee Jones. Harvey Dent was supposed to be Billy D. Williams. All right, cool. I mean, with exclusive Carl Jones intro. Oh, you like that? That's right. You know what, bro? Since you requested it, I'm going to go ahead and do it again right quick, because that thing is fresh. Hey, I love the new Blurred Order.
This is Thugnificent telling everybody to tune in to New Blurred Order, my nigga. The best podcast on the planet Earth, nigga.
Yeah, it never gets old for me. I'm sorry, man. You have Thugnificent actually bigging up your podcast. Like, that's cool as hell. I mean, so y'all in the right.
Carl Jones.
Hopefully you have liked and shared. And there should be, right now we got almost a couple, we got a good chunk of viewers, so we should have at least 20 likes on the YouTube video. Let's go ahead and put that out there right now. So yeah, man, I'm your Huckleberry.
Yo,
I know, that's like the best. We gotta start that comment.
Hey, when it comes to Val Kilmer and the you know, I'll be your Huckleberry. Yo, that was the best Val Kilmer movie for me, period. Hands down. Tombstone. When he played the way he played Doc Holliday, oh my God. If you have not seen Tombstone, you are missing a slew of great acting. Like I think you got Val, you got
old girl from Fear the Walking Dead.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, Kevin
Costner. What is the old man? Hold up, the old man. Sam Elliott. You got Bill Paxton. Oh man, Michael Bean.
Bill
Paxton? Yeah. Oh man, Billy Bob. Listen, Billy Bob Thornton. You got like you had, bro. The cast was sick. The cast was sick for this. Oh man.
But is it for people? Is it a Western for people who don't like Westerns?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tombstone is one of the
100%.
hardest. One of the hardest. Bro, you really haven't seen Tombstone?
That'll make you like Westerns.
Oh my God.
You gotta check it out. I mean, the cast alone, like Bad Ty was saying, the cast alone, like I'm just listen to this, okay? I just Googled the cast just to like show you how many bangers are in this, okay? So we got Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell, Sam Elliott, okay? You have Dana Delaney. That's the chick y'all were, I think, talking about. You got Bill Paxton, Billy Bob Thornton, okay? Powers Booth, Billy Zane. Okay. We got Stephen Lang. Oh. Michael Rooker. That was good, though. That was hilarious. Oh, okay. Joanna Pukala, that's the lady from I think, yeah. And then you got who else is in here that you guys might know?
I don't know. Sounds like a lot of bangers, though. All right.
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, how? All right. So before, I didn't see this coming. But what? All right. The last Western that I saw was The Harder They Fall. All right, with an all-black cast, we remember. All right, and there was a lot of hoopla about Stagecoach Mary and Zazie Beetz and all of that. Before that, I remember watching involuntarily Charles Bronson movies with my grandfather back in the day. Where my introduction to violence, like it was the first time I saw somebody get hit with a bullet in the head and it go through their head. And like, oh my God, what is this? Like that's but. I mean, I still don't I don't have an array of Westerns that I can say, hey, I recommend this, I recommend that. Why? What happens in a Western other than them getting at each other, then doing a high noon, what do they call it? A stare down?
No, Vince, you're stereotyping right now. I mean, it does. Those things do occur in certain instances. You see what I'm saying? Yes, because I mean it's Western. You can't have a Western without those certain aspects. But it's not like every single movie has these key things. You see what I'm saying? Like, or a show or whatever. So I mean, like, okay, so for instance, have you watched any of the what you call it? The why can't I think of this right now? Because we're talking about Tombstone. I can't think of the fucking name. And I literally just binged the shit. Any of the Taylor Sheridan Westerns, like the movies or shows, any of them?
Nah, I ain't watched not now. Not a damn nada. Like I legit am just not into it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I said,
I could tell you right now how to go about getting yourself acclimated to Westerns. Now, I'm not going to take you old school, but there are some really good old school ones. Yeah. But I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one. The Quick and the Dead. You got to see The Quick and the Dead.
That is a good one.
And then of course you got to see Tombstone.
Yeah.
Those two. If those two, Tombstone, the one we've been talking about this whole time. Yeah. Yo, so like those are the two that will definitely get you acclimated. Now, all of the I see in the comments, Yellowstone. Yellowstone is a good show, but that's a series, and I don't know if Vince can last the entirety of that series.
I think he could though. It's good.
Yeah, well, possibly, but I would definitely start with some of these joints, like the Quick and the Dead and Tombstone, because they do have the components that are necessary to be in a Western. You do have showdowns, you do have everybody carrying guns, you do have possibly a posse pulling up, you do have crime running rampant. So you have all of these things present in both of these properties I'm referring to. But I'm telling you, it's something about the acting, and it's something about when you see it, when you see somebody quick on that draw, and they like it's different. It's different when you like it's like separating the G League from the NBA. Like you got some guys that think they're really good with guns until they run up on that guy that's really good with a gun. And then they're like, that's the thing that's exciting, and that's what makes it exciting and interesting. Is everybody back then had guns. It wasn't about who had the gun, because everybody had a gun. It's about who's quicker on the draw with that gun. So can I get my gun out quicker than you? Is three of y'all and one of me? Can I shoot all three of y'all before y'all shoot me? I wonder. So when you start getting into those type of things, then you're like, oh wow, this just got interesting, because both of those type of elements are present in both of the movies I
So Vince, can I ask you a question? The comments actually like post a great like question. Would you consider Django a Western?
That is a great question. No, I wouldn't.
Why?
It's not a Western.
Because it takes place in the Bible Belt South. It's not even in like it's not in Texas or out there with the saloon and shit. Okay. It's on a plantation. You know what I'm saying?
Valid points. No, all valid points. So I just wanted to make sure that we answered that. But no.
Good question. No,
I mean I was thinking the same thing. Like, so I wanted to hear why it wouldn't be considered one. But like Too Bad Ty is saying, I blanked because we were talking about freaking Tombstone, but it's Yellowstone, like the Yellowstone series. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love Westerns just because, like, I don't know, I'm an old head. I like, things that take past, like,
what? You're a what?
I'm an old head. Yeah, old soul in a young body. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But I'm just saying, like, I watch old Western movies all the time. Like, that is like definitely my go-to. Like, any of the Yellowstone series, I mean, even if you can't start with Yellowstone, start with like the 18, like if you're trying to get into it after you watch
1923.
After you watch, the freaking Tombstone, and after you watch Quick and the Dead, then I think if you can stand those and you still want to go, trying the smaller series of those might like entice you. You see what I'm saying? Don't start with Yellowstone because that's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, start with the smaller series that build on and, like, tell you about the history of it, and I think you might appreciate it more because those are like, you're in the shit. You see what I'm saying? Like in the Western, in the shit, like, you know, you get shot out like, you know, 40, 50 miles away from your house, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one's gonna find you, you're gonna die. You see what I'm saying? Because you're out in the wilderness. You see, like it's cutthroat as hell, and it's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, how people lived and like survived and like thrived. You know what I'm saying? The Magnificent Seven, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really enjoy that. I felt like that movie like could have ended when it started. It wasn't that great for me. Like the Magnificent Seven, it wasn't that great of a Western movie. Like I like Western movies, but that one is like, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't rewatched that movie. I've rewatched most of the Western movies, like The Harder They Fall. I've rewatched them. So like, yeah, the Magnificent Seven is the only one I haven't rewatched.
I can say
the Magnificent Seven. The thing that makes that interesting is because it has an assortment of characters, including one Samuel L. Jackson. And you know how Samuel L. Jackson is.
Wait, are we talking about the Magnificent Seven? Or are we talking about the Hateful Eight?
No, is that the Hateful Eight? Yeah, it must be the Hateful Eight.
It's the Hateful Eight that you're thinking of, Ty.
Yeah, okay, that must be, because I don't, when you said a Magnificent Seven, that's what I was thinking, the Hateful Eight.
The Hateful Eight, I think, is the Quentin Tarantino joint, right?
Yeah,
that's what I was
Quentin.
Yeah.
That's what Samuel.
I actually saw that. And actually, that was good. I
like that one?
It was a little slow, but I like Samuel. Look, it's Samuel L. Jackson.
It's like Pulp Fiction. You know what I'm saying? It's got a slow pace to it, but the shit is like, it's nuts all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Oh, they had a scene, I think, where I forget who the main character was, but somebody was like hiding in the floor. You know what I'm saying? And then
yes, and like pops out.
Came through, and then it popped out of the floor. I was like, oh my yes. Like I'm here for that. And I guess it did have like
okay.
It did have like a Western feel. I think it was meant to be like a Western. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Listen. So the Magnificent Seven is with Denzel. Yeah, that was with Denzel. So so that's a whole nother movie. That's with Denzel and Chris Pratt. And
I didn't really like that one. I'm not gonna lie. The acting in that one was like, I don't know, it was very I didn't like that one as much as I do all the other movies. Like I said, I haven't seen the Magnificent Seven. I've seen the Hateful Eight multiple times. I've seen like I said, I watch Western movies, but that Magnificent Seven movie, I don't know what was up with that. It just, for me, I didn't really appreciate it. But I mean, oh my God, No Country for Old Men. That fucking movie is nuts. That dude with the haircut, I can't see him as anything else. When I see him and shit, I'm like, oh man, where's the fucking gun at? Like he played that role so fucking good. Like I'm terrified of him. If he comes like for me while I'm like, literally, if I'm traveling and I'm at motels, I'd be looking around making sure his ass isn't fucking walking around and shit with the fucking gun, dude. Cause that'd be, I don't want to be in his horror movie.
All right. Well, it sounds like we got a good take on the Westerns. I didn't honestly see us go in this direction, but this is definitely a good take on Westerns. All right, last question in this realm. Going from Val Kilmer to Tombstone to Westerns. On the list of Westerns, and I need an honest take, guys. Like, don't give me the I'm a certain person, so I have to answer this a certain way. But tell me honestly, with a true, honest answer, The Harder They Fall, where does it rank on your list of Westerns in terms of like best, worst, mediocre, average? And look, let me say this, let me disclaim it by this. I know we are people of color and we Black and we got to support everything, so I get that. Let me just get that out there right now. We ain't trying to trash the movie, or we ain't trying to say it was bad, or, the whole, Stagecoach Murray's Zazie Beetz incident. We're not going to get it. Just as a theatrical production as a whole, if you're recommending a bunch of, Tombstone and all these, where would you put Harder They Fall on that list of great, so to speak, Westerns?
Well, I would say this, right? Had I not already known that you've seen that, then I would have also listed that as something to go with.
Correct.
But because that's an all-star cast. That's a star-studded cast. Mm-hmm. Again, it was like one of those that I've always liked. So for me, April 8 was definitely a really good one for me. I mean, not Hateful Eight, but Harder They Fall.
I agree with Bad Tie. The Harder They Fall is up there with, I know that, Django is not on this list because of, like where it took place at and stuff, but it's one of those movies where like you can rewatch it because of how good the actors specifically were in that movie. Like it's a good movie. Like the storytelling was good. The pace of the story was good. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't left just like kind of, when is the next thing going to happen? It was hands down for any kind of cinema. It was great. And especially for it to be an all Black cast, that makes it even greater. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely on the list of like high up there with Tombstone and like, it's I would say it's like 7.88, you know what I'm saying, up on that ranking. It's pretty good movie, hands down. There's nothing wrong with that movie.
All right. Well, if y'all say that it's decent, then I mean, I don't watch a lot of Westerns, so I don't really have as much of an opinion on it, but I definitely trust you guys' opinion. Now, there are some other things that we're watching right now. There's some things that have dropped as of late that I believe. Oh, by the way, rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Sorry to give you that eulogy, guy. I'll leave you a little later. But before we get into a Yaz breakdown of the Daredevil episode 7, before we get into a little bit of a clip about what Iyanu was about and the folks involved with actually making that project happen, with an interview that we have directly from the one and only movie blog Hallelujah. There was a release, a screener for this movie called Sinners that came out. That hasn't come out yet, right? If I'm not mistaken, it hasn't come out yet. It's
on the 18th. The 18th.
All right, this is a movie with it's a Ryan Coogler production. And it has, as you see right here, the one and only Michael B. Jordan as, I believe, the main member of this cast. So one of our good friends, Anthony, had a chance to check it out, and he gave us a message. And we want to go ahead and play for y'all his message about the movie. So without further ado, here's what Ant had to say about that. Take it away, Ant.
What's going on, y'all? Anthony with the Movie Blog. Just real quick, going to do it, give you an out of theater reaction for this movie right here, Sinners. Oh my gosh, yo, it's been a long time since I walked out of a movie and I immediately wanted to see it again. Sinners is that movie. Did I enjoy myself? Fuck yeah. Am I cursing? Fuck yeah. That's how good of a time I had. There's so many things to say about this movie, from the costume, the set design, everything is all well put together. There's a lot of healing symbolism in the movie that is so dense. There's biblical themes, there's musical themes, there's historical themes, there's racial themes. This movie is going to make a lot of people mad. There's going to be a lot of people mad. You got to make sure you go watch this movie with a safe friend. I'm going to tell you, there's a certain type of people who left out of the movie theater first. That being said, is this a movie that I recommend? Yeah. What did I like best about the movie? I think I liked best was the music. The music became a character in and of itself. The acting was on point. Everybody was really delivering their A game. The pacing was a little bit slow at times, but it was almost like it wasn't a bad slow. It's almost like, there's a difference between fucking and a difference between making love. I love this movie. I love that girl. I see this again. Forgive me. I know I don't normally get this excited, but I am that excited. Sinners is a movie I want to see again. Or just to get quick heads up, any of you guys who are going to see it, there are 2. I said 2 after credit scenes. Make sure you watch it. It does round some stuff out. Is there anything bad about the movie? It's going to go over people's head. It is a little dense with the story, not in a bad way, because there's so many layers that you could always walk away with the movie taking away your own thing from it. But to really interpret all the different layers of storytelling at play here, you're going to need a friend. You're going to need a pastor. You're going to need somebody who understands music. You're going to need someone who just understands storytelling to really break it down for you. But it is something that you will enjoy regardless. The action is on point. The storytelling is on point. The sound design is on point. This is a movie that has you jumping from the beginning to end. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to give this movie, but it's going to be high. This is the movie to beat this year. Remember when Dune 2 came out early in the year, and this is the movie to beat this year. Good luck, y'all. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. I'm going to check y'all later. Peace.
Yo, he said a mouthful. So basically what I'm hearing from Ant is, We need to go and see this movie, and for all the reasons he listed. And I'm gonna keep it real. The thing he said in that really made me like, oh, okay. I know it's probably the same for y'all too. Let's not sit there and act like it's not the same. When he said certain people were leaving the movie, it was like, I was like,
Yeah.
Okay, you got my attention, homeboy. Know what I'm saying? Are we trolling Hollywood? Yeah. So trolling. I love you, a good troll, Ryan Coogler.
That's wow. That's wow.
So yeah, man. We didn't get a chance to check it out, man. But Ryan, excuse me, Ryan. Ant, Ant, he's the movie blogger. Of course, we go listen to Ant, right? I mean, he said what he said. You looking forward to seeing it? Anybody else in there? I mean, come on. Listen, before you even say anything, yes, they're not zombies. Okay,
they're vampires.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear it from.
Well, I'll watch it. I will watch it. I remember we had this conversation. I know it sounds like, trust me, my husband thinks I'm a psycho, but I can't.
It's the MCU. So yesterday,
I can't do zombies.
Okay, whatever. Well, listen, we have another friend who did get a chance to check out the premiere, and let's just hear what he had to say, and hopefully he's going to join us pretty soon to tell us what he thinks.
I got the lovely opportunity to go to the red carpet world premiere of the Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan movie Sinners. Check out the fit. You see the shoes. If you want to see my full non-spoiler review and thoughts, you got to check out the YouTube channel. Got to push more of y'all to the YouTube channel, especially considering this app may disappear in the next couple of days. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. The main reason I'm making this video is to thank you all, because you guys are actually the ones that inspired this outfit. Because last week I made a review and talked about the woman in the yard, and I was just like looking for a shirt that was similar to what she wore in the yard, and I was just browsing through my stuff and put this shirt on, and I got mad comments both here and on Instagram. Follow me on there, just complimenting me on the shirt, and I didn't think nothing of it when I put it on. Because I got so many compliments on the shirt, and then I got the opportunity to go to the red carpet, I was like, oh, it's a vampire movie. This is like vampire-esque. I was like, you know what? I'm putting this shirt on. Same thing. I got mad people complimenting and talk about how they love.
All right, Michael.
You look good.
This was a review about the movie. Mad people complimented me on my shirt. I gotta start watching these before I bring him up to see. He's like, mad people.
Might have been the one before this one you needed, Vince.
Yeah, baby. My bad. Well, listen, he went to the review is the point. Like, he was there and he has things to say about it. And he always gets pictures with famous folks. And we want him to be able to pull up and give us his personal experience. We already chatted. We've been in talk. And you know, Michael's good people, man. So we want to get his firsthand experience when he comes onto the show. But yeah, we was like, all right, cool. But yeah, I want to bring this back. One time for Darth Aramis also noticing that he cussed out him. He was talking about how he was cussing in the video, but then like halfway through it, he was like, fuck it. It's like fucking when you're fucking somebody instead of making love. And I was like, hold up, bro. You went through all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you gotta love it. So anyway, the moral of the story is be on the lookout. This is a podcast where Black nerds and nerds of color host, and we would be remiss if we didn't tell you to go support the movies and the types of productions that we want to continue seeing. So come on now, y'all. Get on out there, do your thug thizzle, and give this movie some support. Let's not always only support Ryan Coogler when he has the Disney logo on his movies, okay? This is him doing something independently, not necessarily having to with Kevin Feige looking over his shoulder. This is where he's using his full creativity, his full experience as a Black man in America and applying it to his creative palette. So let's get a man a shot. Even if you don't like it, man, at least give him a shot, because you know you would do it if it was other movie type of, other theatrical productions. Now, we don't got Nolly for the whole time today, y'all. I don't know if you've noticed, but Nolly came on with Mickey Mouse ears. And she, was about to start making her journey elsewhere. And look, she was even about to take a sip of her little shake or her little whatever the hell it is she got.
With
all right, so let's see what you need energy for, Nolly.
I'm going to Disney World.
Hey,
we got passes so that we could do stuff with the kids, and so we're trying to make the most of the passes and go when we can.
That's awesome.
Hey. So Knowledge is going all the way to Magic Kingdom to do hood rat shit with her hood rat friends, and we're gonna make the most of it. What's the go-to, Nolly? Like, all right, full disclosure, all of us, even though we all aren't here now, we've all at some point in time lived in the Central Florida area. Okay.
Mhm.
So all of us have been to Disney multiple times. Nolly, what's the itinerary? Are we doing Magic Kingdom first? Are we doing all 3 parks? Are we doing 4 parks?
Today we're doing Hollywood Studios because I hadn't been to Disney before we got the passes in years. Just because it's harder with Sawyer because my son is autistic and the parks are a lot for him. But Mickey Mouse is his favorite person. Favorite person. So I've not been able to do Star Wars. Like we saw first got our passes,
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, I haven't gone to Galaxy's Edge. So when we got our passes, we went like an hour before the park closed just so I can look at it. And so I was like, we going? I'm gonna drink blue milk. Okay. Give me some snacks. I want the sweet and the sour popcorn. Okay. I'm gonna ride the rides. Okay. So today we're doing Hollywood Studios and then we're gonna go to Epcot because they're doing Flower and Garden and Sawyer loves Moana and they have a cute little like water play section that we saw last time because we were getting drunk at Epcot last weekend.
As you should, of course.
And so that's the plan today.
Is it safe to ask about your edible intake for today? Are we indulging? Are we?
I don't think that's very smart because I did yesterday and I'm still feeling it a little bit. Because thank you to my new absorption system post-op. Edibles seem to last like 3 days now, and I only took that. I'm struggling. All
right, cool.
So the answer is no, because I don't want to get sick.
Yeah, you be on Space Mountain like, I'm dying. Oh my God, where are we?
Like, you should
the ride stops and she's like,
you should
why did we do this?
At Epcot. I was sitting there and I was like, and my husband's like, are you drunk? And I'm like, drunk at Disney?
I'm all right. I'm gonna keep it real. I can't do it, man. I cannot do it. I went to Universal one time. Me and my boy snuck a bottle of Bacardi in a backpack. Caught ourselves trying to drink and then ride roller coasters. No bueno. No bueno.
Yeah,
it's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great. That's when you do like the slow, soft little rides so that you could just relax.
Yeah, Dumbo.
Don't do any of the motion, you know what I'm saying, rides, because you'll be
no.
Yeah, nah, that's not a good look.
Strapped in, try not to throw up.
That was me driving home after Epcot because I had okay, so post-op, I'm not supposed to have more than 12 grams of sugar per item I eat.
How the hell do you Jesus?
How do you measure?
Life is a little boring. But they had a liquid nitrogen cheesecake at Epcot, and I said, if I have a few bites, a little taste. We was walking out the park, and I said, babe, I don't need you to speed, but if you could get us home. He was like, I was like, this requires privacy and space for me to call out to Jesus. So I'm so glad we parked in handicapped so we don't gotta walk far. I don't think I'm gonna do it. So yeah, and then we got in the car and he's driving and I was like, the car is spinning. Spinning. I am dizzy. I don't think I'm gonna
Oh no.
Anyway, so I'm best friends with my toilet. We real tight now. We're real close. We like this. I'm not gonna make that mistake today, but there is a Pop-Tart I want to try at Pixar. So I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah. Ty, you don't have any excuse with people driving you home and you throwing up. That's never happened to you before, right?
You know what? Fuck you, Vince. Fuck
damn.
you. Fuck yo. Let me tell you, now that you brought that up, now we got to tell the story. So Vince takes me to a Jamaican club one night, and we have a great time. As we do when we go out. You know what I mean? Have a great time. I come out the Jamaican club, and there's a dude in front selling food. So I go and I cop something. I had me some fish with the head on it. You know what I'm saying? And ate the fish. Delicious. We leave out. We circle the block. Vince like at the time had a truck with like 3 or 4 18, 15s, whatever he had in it. But it would bang. It was you would hear us like a block away. Like you would hear us. He's banging the music so loud that it's vibrating through my body. And it's literally making me sick to my stomach.
Oh God, it's one of those.
So yes, it's like the beat. It's like,
oh God, I feel it.
Yo,
oh God,
I'm like, yo, hey yo, I don't feel good, bro. He's like, yo, what's wrong? I say, yo, I think I'm about to Earl. He's like, yeah. This motherfucker passes two gas stations. I say, yo, I'm about to Earl. He's like, yeah. We passed another one. I'm like, what? Fuck your car.
Yo, he threw up all in my shit. Yo, I deserved it, bro. I was being an asshole. I was being an asshole.
So he threw up all in my shit.
Like 6 years ago, I had a Ford Explorer with 4 15s in the back. I had like 2 2500 watt amps. I was cranking that bitch. Keisha Cole on Slow Down.
What is wrong with you?
Where were you? When I said I love you.
And it was screwed. And it was screwed.
Right now, 427. We going like 80, 90, yo. Time out. Yo, old festival. I'm like, oh, you want some more drink? I might get the bottle. I'm like, yo, you want some more drink, nigga? You want some more? You know how like when you drinking, like the last thing you want is more alcohol. And Ty don't drink like that. Ty's not a drinker. I somehow convinced him to drink. And he ate fish with eyeball in it while we was at the club. And so he wasn't feeling that great. So he already drunk. He eating shit that he probably ain't got no business eating. It's like 2, 3 in the morning. I got all my shit. 4 15s. 4 15s, yes. 5,000 watts of that.
Vince, you a whole asshole. Okay, like not even like a whole asshole.
Yeah.
Bad Ty, you did right. I'm proud of you. He did you dirty. He did you dirty.
Love in you. Boy, I was out there, boy. And so I was, already, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, man up, nigga. Take another shot. Take another shot. He like, quit fucking with me, bro. Quit fucking with me.
Man
up. Right, I ain't gonna make it. Next thing you know, everywhere. Out the window, in the car, out the car.
Yep. Get that smell out there. Get that smell out there out of that motherfucker. I bet it took about at least a week for that shit to air out.
Man, you deserved it. After that, you deserved it. Okay, that man up, man. Clean up the throw up.
For the longest time to come. I hope that there were days where there's a little breeze in the wind and you're like, and it reminds you of Ty puking in your car.
And you get that.
And you get like Vietnam War flashbacks about it, looking like that's so Raven and shit, like that.
We started the night so strong. Yo, nigga, we outside. You know what I'm saying? What am I gonna do if it oil me? And when you're gonna get me wicked this year, but get me. Next thing you know, I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Facts.
Vince,
I'm still feeling it. It's 4 in the morning. I'm lit. Yo. You turn the music down just a little bit. Turn the music down, nigga. Where were you?
Yo, he had the shit. Yo, it was vibrating through my entire body. Like I'm in the car, like.
He did you dirty as fuck, Bad Ty. That's
like I said, he had to get that smell out of the car, man.
Yeah, it stuck with me for a while. I had to buy a new car. I had to get a whole new car.
Had to buy a new car. That's what you get, Vince. You were laughing. That's what you get.
Yeah,
Talking about you want more alcohol? That's what you get.
Yo, that was the funniest part. Yo, that was like, yo, you know, yes, when you have a hangover or something, like you wake up, you're like, oh, I don't ever want to drink again. Oh my God, please, please
What
cure
does
me of
a
this hangover.
hangover
God, I will
feel
never
like?
drink again. God, please. And
Oh,
that
God.
moment, like if somebody offers you vodka, you don't even gotta like drink it. You're just like, oh, just the thought of it.
No,
So
hey, I've been there. I've been there. I have had alcohol poisoning. I've driven with alcohol poisoning, throwing out like at like 20 years old. I was like throwing up out my little like sports car, like driving down the road 7 o'clock in the morning before. I know all about that. And then they're like, you're hungover. You should drink more. It'll help. And I'm like, what the fuck? Get it the fuck away. Oh my God. Yeah. I've been there. I have scars to prove it. I've been there. I don't want to relive that. I don't drink like that ever. Fuck no. And Nolly, the hangover is absolutely fucking horrible. Nothing makes it better. And sleeping, you're praying that you wake up less feeling like shit than when you went to bed. It's dreadful.
Yeah.
The smell of food makes you want to throw up. It's fucking dreadful. Anything that's not like whatever you're around at that point trying not to throw up, I'm telling you, it's the fucking worst. So just don't be like us, okay? Live vicariously through our horrible experiences and don't be like us, okay?
I can't now because I can't hold my stomach only holds 4 ounces. But like, so drinking before I could run up a bar tab, okay? Like I could keep going. Pre-surgery. Now post-op, I nursed 1 drink over 3 hours at Korean barbecue, and the mountain had to hold me so I could walk out because I could not walk myself.
Those are the best times, though.
It hit different. I'm like, oh, I'm a cheap date.
Those are not the best times, though, Vince. I mean,
yo, look how much fun we just had reminiscing about Ty throwing up in the car and eating the raw fish with the head on.
Now when Ty comes down in May, we have to go out.
Yeah, I mean, potentially at the Orlando Funny Bone, May the 4th. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that maybe we should all go out May the 4th to the Orlando Funny Bone and do a live New Blurred Order show? Is that what we're saying? I don't know if it's in the air. Maybe that's something that you. Is that what I'm hearing? I don't know. I guess it's in the air. We'll have to see. All right, it is what it is. But for right now, let's at least, before we make any announcements, before we lose Nolly, we've got to talk about this recent project that is hitting the internet in waves, and we have to spotlight it because it's all about us. And of course, I'm talking about none other than Iyanu. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Nolly just recently did a write-up on this. And in addition to doing a write-up, I think had an opportunity to talk with some of the cast members. So, Nolly, could you put us down a little bit with what it is that you have experienced? Talk about Iyanu. Talk about how dope it is. What have you write? What have you learned? Put us on, please.
So if you liked Avatar, you will like Iyanu, especially since it's for us, by us. Like it is the Black content we've been looking for. It is a beautiful story about coming into yourself, kind of accepting the role that's been laid out for you by the higher powers that be. Very much Avatar, but a little different. It's based on like Yoruba culture and like other Nigerian myths and legends, and it's beautiful. I had a great time watching it. We got to watch the first couple of episodes and talk to some of the cast, and it's fire. It's fire. It's based on a comic series. It's already greenlit for 2 seasons, so it'll be a total of I think like 26 episodes. And it dropped this morning. So check it out, please. It'll be on Cartoon Network and Max, and loved it. I think I rated it a total like an 8.8 out of 10. It was good.
Okay. So we got Iyanu. We have a Black version of like an Avatar type thing. I mean, who doesn't want to see something like that? So already count me in. I'm loving it. And we get to see how they make the animation and all this. And yo, you have a direct connection with these folks. This is the part that I love. So yeah, as Nolly was saying before, they even had an opportunity to meet and discuss some of this with some of the cast members I believe, and some of the writers. What was that about? Nolly, talk to us about the interview.
They were doing their press junket, so we got to talk to the voice actress for Iyanu, her character's adoptive mother, Lori. We talked to 2 characters that we didn't get to see in the screener episodes that they were given to us, but will be later in the season, and then one of the head writers, and it was great, actually.
Oh man, okay, and they got a little personal. It sounds like okay, cool. Maybe they and one of them even said that they might join us because they have a comic book in the works. But let's just real quick before we even get into that, let's just see a little bit about what Ant and Nolly covered. Just a little quick sneak preview before Nolly has to go with regard to what they did uncover with the folks who put this dope ass project together. Let's get a little bit into
by my co-host here, Nalia. How is everyone today?
We're doing good. Thank you.
Hi, I'm great.
Hi, Nalia. Hi.
Oh,
Hi, Nalia.
everyone looks radiant. I
Not
love
you, food man.
and glowing. You're looking amazing.
Can y'all hear it?
So do you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody can tell me anything for the rest of this day now.
Love it.
Thank you guys so much for having us be a part of this. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Definitely want to say from what I've seen so far, I'm in love with this show. It's everything I've asked for. More Black content, more original, authentic content with like good backstory. Like I just know that this is going to do so well. So I definitely want to start off by asking, what is it that you hope that audiences, especially the young Black audience, what do you hope that they take away from the show? Anyone can kick this off.
First of all, I would like to say that the 12-year-old in me is completely geeked out. This is happening. It's been such a long time coming, and I'm so glad to be in this space at this time right now, taking up this space. When young Black people or young Black kids especially see the show, I hope that they see representation. Because like I've said many times, representation matters. It really does matter. I hope that they get a sense of self-pride and self-worth, and that they're able to sit into who they are fully, knowing that there's a space that's for them, and knowing that a show like this exists where they can see themselves. And I hope that it helps them have a deeper sense of pride about who they are. And I hope that they take up space in whatever sector that they find themselves in. I know it's a show, but it's more than just a show. It's, you know what I mean? It's more than just a show. It's authentic, it's real. It's a story that's for us, told by us, and we're sharing it with everybody. But at the core of it, I hope that the young Black people see themselves and have a sense of pride. And I hope that Iyanu starts off this wave where there's more spaces for Black content to be created, so that this isn't just like a unicorn, so that there's more shows like this that will come and take up space, and more Black people and more young Black children can see themselves represented. Sorry, that's my short answer.
Yo, I mean, if you ain't heard enough already, then you must not be of the same ilk of us, because I mean, everything she just said is like literally all that it takes to get me completely interested in the project. I mean, I mean, how often are we going to see, you know, the Blood Diamond movies, or the movies where, you know, we're just a side piece, a side part of the overall arc of the story, and it's not written by us, we're just starring in it as a side character. Now we have written, led, animated, completely done by the actual people that are in the animation. And that is exactly what we're asking for, Ty, right? And that's what we want from a production.
100%. I'm ready for it. I mean, I couldn't. I swear, when I was just listening to her, it was just inspiring me more and more to support this. Like, I don't, even if I didn't, even if it wasn't something I was interested in, I would wholeheartedly support what she's talking. You know what I'm saying? We speak about it enough as it pertains to the shows that are perpetuated throughout the the United States and the commercial marketing system. And when you have something like this, yo, you gotta embrace it. We want more. Like you said, more, give us more. And I hope that this is just as good as it sounds. Can't wait. Not wait.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes. Any thoughts?
I'm super
good
excited
mind.
for it. I can't wait. I literally just said
The way she turned around like,
I was fixing my background. Sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm Cash. We're good. Okay. So
oh my
what I'm
God.
saying is that like I can't wait for this to come out because I literally was just saying that we need more representation. You know, everything from Disney is being canceled on representation of anything that is minority, of color, or, you know, it's not a certain look, way, and, you know, feel. So I'm excited for this new era, and I can't wait to support this. And I hope that all of our fans that watch the New Blurred Order will also help us support this, so that we can show that, you know, there is an avenue for us, and we need more content like this in order to be able to support it. So I'm super excited. I'm all about woman power, and like Nolly said, this room, like just watching that room of just women and the melanin and just the natural, their hairstyle. It just makes me happy that we have, you know what I'm saying? Like we're finally opening the doors. Like I'm peeking in the window just a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? So we need to kick down the doors, guys. Like, you know, and this is how we do it. Support the content. I can't wait to watch this.
Beautiful message. Thank you, guys. That's exactly what we was thinking, man. So make sure you guys, I think it came out when again, Nolly? Can you refresh our memory? When did this come out?
This morning.
This morning.
Hey, this morning. So that means right after the New Blurred Order. We know what y'all
Not during, not before it's done.
Right after. All right, not right now. Okay, calm your ass down. We still got more show to go. All right, we're gonna try to keep it a little short because some of our people trying to leave early and shit. Like there's other things important to do. Like what they do.
Hey, listen. I just went ahead while we were talking and queued it up on my television, so I'm ready. As soon as we get out of here, Iyanu, we about to binge that. We about to
one
binge
more time.
Now,
where can we watch it?
Cartoon Network and HBO Max.
Hey,
and I'm really excited that it got pre-approved for 2 full seasons, so that way
that's so exciting.
Because I've noticed that when it comes to things like Black content, there's not enough promotion, and it looks like the creator has been doing most of the promotion for it, and so it'll give it time for other people to pick up, talk about it online, spread it word of mouth, so that way when season 2 drops, hopefully more people will be tuning in. It'll have the hype around it, and we'll get a season 3.
Yes. So remember this, guys. Iyanu's got to walk so that Moon Girl can keep walking. All right, so that there can be more Riri Williamses, so there can be more. What was my girl? Reva in Star Wars, more Jedi. You have to show that the capital exists, that the demand is there for us to get a Moon Girl season 3. Even though, dare I say, we don't need Disney and Marvel to have a dope project centered around Black folks. Okay, I know I'm using those, but that's just because they're familiar names. But they ain't the only ones out there. Shout out to Iyanu for getting this done and making that pop. Now that we are speaking about some projects, even though this isn't one of our own that we happen to come up with, before I lose Nolly and Ty, I did have to ask you guys what you thought about the drop of Dante on Netflix with Devil May Cry. Now, I'm a Devil May Cry fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I play the video games. Yep. So I love me some Dante. Dante used to get on my nerves in Marvel superheroes, Marvel versus Capcom, because it was like Mega Man and Dante. Dante had this long ass sword, and whenever it was me versus him, he would always do all this freaky weird shit. I used to hate playing against folks who use Dante. But if you watch this show, this shit is flame. Like I'm loving it. It's like Dante is kind of like Peter Parker. Am I getting that?
Are y'all getting that same feeling?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like yeah.
You know,
He's very carefree. He's very carefree.
Yeah. You know, but instead of like villains and rhinos and Dr. Octopus, he's fighting demons. like the demon, you don't know who the demons is. It's like if you're a fan of Constantine, if you like the Constantine and stuff like that, if you're a fan of like Lovecraft and you don't mind, like here's one thing I love. I'll say this real quick, and then Ty, I love you to give me your report. Nolly, you as well, so y'all can get on up out of here. But here's what I say. Here's what I want to say about Devil May Cry. I love it when they can bring the spiritual, religious realm into play with regard to a project, and then try to give some sort of scientific explanation for it, right? Like you remember when Coulson in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., when they were debating about what Loki and Thor was, they're like, oh, you mean the gods? He's like, oh, you mean the aliens? like they try to give like a logical explanation. So here we have a universe, we have a world in which the demons, we refer to them as demons because that's our spirituality. That's our world of religion. God, devil, heaven, hell. But some of them refer to them as beings from another realm. You understand what I'm saying? Like looking at it from a different perspective. Instead of it being like, oh, you did bad in life, so you go down there with the demons. It's like, no, they just live over here in the outworld. And when you do such and such, then you get transported to another realm. And there may be a crack in the way that you get transported to that realm. So now the folks that get transported have given the way for people who exist in that realm to come back through that portal and be in this realm and cause havoc. This shit is nuts. And Dante is hilarious. The writing is good. It's upbeat. They actually have really good, like the quips and the references are up to par and they're optimal, in my opinion. So I definitely say it deserves a watch. But what say you guys? Ty, I think we lost Nolly. I'm sorry, man. Womp womp. Just a little too long. But yeah, Ty, what say you, my friend? What say you?
Unlike you, I didn't have the pleasure of actually playing the game. So like I'm watching it, you know, just purely from an entertainment standpoint. And it is quite entertaining. It is gory. It is definitely an animation that maybe you shouldn't have your kids watching. This one, I mean, like the first episode, you get a demonic rabbit. You know, who is not playing any games whatsoever. And Dante, like you said, is really nothing to play with, and is very carefree in his movements, how he walks around. But maybe it's because he knows you can't do anything with it. Like that's what I'm seeing thus far. I mean, he's one of those guys. It's like we don't know. I still don't even know what he is, because again, I didn't play the video game. But they're trying to establish that he's not a regular human being. So that part for me is interesting. I want to see where that kind of leads to. But but I'm 4 episodes deep. So far, so good.
Okay, and yes, you haven't had a chance to see it yet, right? You're not.
No, I've been so busy. I've been like leaving at 7 a.m., getting home after 9 because of the Orlando traffic. But I'm excited to see this because I did play some of the game as a kid. It was my cousin's game, so I didn't get to completely finish it like I normally do. But I did enjoy it as a kid. You know me, anything single person, good story, good gameplay, I'm all about. And this was like one of the great pastimes. So I'm super excited to see the animation. From what you guys are telling me, they did a good job, which is awesome because you can really kill, pastimes with remakes. So I really enjoy that the animation's good, the story is good. So I'm definitely gonna dive into this, and maybe next week we can talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah. Let's do a deep dive next week, man, because this show is given everything. I mean, it's Castlevania with humor. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
okay.
It really hits. I mean, again, I'm speaking prematurely. I've only seen the first episode, but sometimes right? Sometimes you watch halfway through an episode, you're like, I don't know if this one's gonna work, but I'm all the way through it. And if it wasn't for having to jump on the show, because I fell asleep on it yesterday, but then I woke up and tried to. If it wasn't for the show, I would have binged the whole. In fact, when I get done with this, I'm binging the fuck out of that shit. So I'll be able to report back at 0800 with a full book report as of next week. So let's make sure we all jump on that bad boy. But yeah, man. But yeah, the game was dope. And I'll also say this for those who haven't played the game, if you do have PlayStation, all right, if you got just a regular old PlayStation, you can get this on, I think it's what's it called? PlayStation Network, PlayStation Plus, Ty? What is
PlayStation,
it?
PlayStation Plus, PlayStation, yeah, PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's free. If you have the if you do the, I shouldn't say free.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I was about to say PlayStation Plus.
It's free with the PlayStation Plus subscription.
With a subscription, you get a couple of things free from here.
Yeah,
you know, here
one of those games
there.
you can just. But let me say this: if you don't have the PlayStation Plus or whatever, it's like $19 or like maybe 20 or $10. It's like one of those games. It's like a PS4 game. You know what I'm saying? And like it's like I told Ty earlier, my description of it's like Contra with swords. All right, except for instead of like being 2D, it's you run forward. I don't know, whatever. Watch it. And somebody in the chat, check it out, and then send us an email. And we gotta reactivate the voicemail. We killed the voicemail thing. I think we should bring that back.
We should most definitely bring the voicemail back. We're gonna bring the voicemail back. We want to hear more from everybody, man. We got Fernando in the Fernando. Are you in the O? Okay,
you in the O? Okay, come check us out if we on May 4th. Okay, show support. We'd love to see you.
Formerly known as the Orlando Improv, now known as the Orlando Funny Bone in Port Orlando. Right now, we are in the discussions. No confirmations, but by next week, we'll let you know if we're definitely going to move forward with our Star Wars show on May the 4th in Port Orlando. If we do, Fernando, I need you to bring all of your amigos and todo su familia. Me entiende? That's what I'm talking about, homeboy. You know, he gets it. He gets it. All right, cool. So that was what I wanted to holler at. Now, I know Ty said he has to go pretty quick, but before you go, I just wanted to see if you wanted to at least comment on what we saw on Daredevil this week. This is probably going to be our last topic. And I was hoping we could get a Yaz breakdown. I don't know if you have time for a Yaz breakdown, but I really hope we can get a Yaz.
I do. I haven't, because I didn't see this week's episode. I tried to watch it twice and fell asleep. Yeah, I did. And and you know what's crazy? I fell asleep in the same spot when she's talking to Muse on the I keep at both times I fell asleep on that part. I swear to God, I woke up like, oh, I did it again.
Why did you just start from there?
Yo, because I don't like when I fall asleep, I don't know where I fell asleep, so I always rewind it. And then I rewind it to like make sure I'm in, and then I fell asleep again. I was like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'm just not supposed to watch it.
Is that weird? That happens to me in movie theaters. Like sometimes
how do you know what? How do you? Okay, my mom does this too. So this is a legit question. Okay, how the fuck do you fall asleep in a movie theater? I really want to know.
Did you say what? You're not comfortable movie theater?
It's dark as shit.
No.
You got reclining.
No.
Oh my God.
You got people eating. You got people making noise. Okay, you got this loudspeaker like coming in this all like what? Are you serious? I'm out. Are y'all the people that be bringing the pillow and the blanket to the movie theater?
Yes. No, fuck no. No, we don't do that.
Let's clear the air.
Yo, yeah. Me and Vince both fell asleep in The Green Knight. We both went to sleep. We were in there.
I understand that movie was boring as fuck.
We was also the only ones in the movie.
We was knocked out.
We were the only ones.
We was knocked out. It was out. We was out of here.
It was very. That was
a bad movie. That was a.
I've never seen it in person.
No,
next to Bruno. Bruno is the only movie I've ever walked out of. All right, and the movie may have very well been Bruno with my man from Kazakhstan. Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen. Bro, when they put the full dick spinning in the screen, I was like, all right, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to my people out there that like dick in their face like that. You know, your kink is your kink, your dream is your dream. You do your thing. If I go in a movie to see some laughs and I look up and I see full head of penis in 3D coming toward me on an IMAX screen, that's my time to exit.
I mean, you saw the last movies and you signed up to go see that movie and didn't think anything was going to be more extra. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Like, very nice. How much? Okay.
Look, I saw The Watchmen. There was a blue dick in that, but it wasn't all in my face. Like it happened.
I mean, but you watched The Boys, and that dick was all up in your face, choking out mother's milk. So
man, the way you
and,
said
and
it,
that was a reoccurring dick too. That
I was just about to say, and then
dick
never
just
ever
kept
come
coming
out.
back.
He's like the dick.
Like they haven't killed the guy. They haven't killed the guy with the dick yet. No, he's still alive. He's still out here terrorizing people. Black men, watch out.
The recurring dick. Oh man, I've seen that dick before.
The fucking head was like right here, like choking him out, dude. Like, he's fucking traumatized, and he has every right to be traumatized. That is a straight black man, and you wrapped a fucking dick around his neck and choked him out. And then this motherfucker's still wiggling the shit. Nah. It's like you know when you have fears of spiders and shit, and then a giant one shows up, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna. And then,
oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's the same shit, bro. Same shit.
Could you imagine you sitting there reading or looking on your phone, and a dick tap you on your shoulder, and it's you again. You're around your neck. That shit's hilarious. Well, anyway,
that was the heavy dick. That was a heavy dick. That wouldn't be a tap. That wouldn't be a tap.
He was fighting it.
He ain't no tapping on his shoulders, bro. That dick is coming up and just. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you over here
doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. What up, Ant? Ant's in here, man. Ant, we've been showing you hella love this morning, man. So it's good to see Ant. Shout out to the.
He said there's dick in sinners. Hold on. Ant said there's dick in sinners. We've been breaking news. Whose dick is it?
Flag on the play. What can we have? Just like a moratorium on theater dick for a second, like. It's not. Yeah. It doesn't. I haven't seen any analytical evidence to prove that there actually is an uptick in theater sales because dick on screen is actually bringing more girls to the yard. I'm not.
It's not. Or boys or whatever. Cheeks. It's the butt cheeks.
There's a lot of
the back muscles and the butt cheeks. That's
like Craven had Craven had naked ass in it too. It was a full front. What? I was talking about Daredevil. How the hell did we get on
I mean, I think you're just traumatized because all that dick is in 4K on a 150 inch screen.
Yo, I was not ready. Like this is the definition of trolling. Like Bruno came out before like the Gay Marriage Act and all of those other things. So people were still trying to figure it out. Obama hadn't even came out for marriage yet. And so Sacha Baron Cohen, in a move that was brave as hell, I gotta give him credit. He comes out with this movie where he's a full-on gay dude going to interview conservatives and do a bunch of shit. But I drew the line at him putting his whole dick in the camera. I was like, nah, bro. All right. So anyway, moving along. I can't do it no more. This is way too much time spent on this stupidity. So let's go ahead and talk something else. I was chatting on the wonderful world of Hell's Kitchen, in which we are now seeing Matt Murdock go through all kind of stuff. So if Ty can stick around just for a second, I was wondering if Yaz could bless the homies with what I would like to call a Yaz breakdown. So Yaz, could you break it down?
I love the sexy music, by the way. That was Vince, chef's kiss. Okay, I see you. All right. It didn't go unnoticed. I see you, my man. All right. So, episode 7 of Daredevil.
How about Dixie?
Yes, I was doing it. I was like, oh, Vince got sexy because I always be complaining about his sexy music, y'all. Y'all don't even understand.
Oh my God.
It's an insider between Vince and I. Sorry, that's why that was so funny for us. My bad. Okay, back to it. So Daredevil, episode 7. I'm sorry, but if y'all are not caught up, I don't think that you're ready for this, because we have literally gone from Matt Murdock being a respectable lawyer in Hell's Kitchen again, and he's found love now. It's beautiful with this new therapist that so happens to be Wilson Fisk and Vanessa's therapist. Just recap for you guys in case you missed anything. Okay. Well, this episode we get to dive into Daredevil saved the Ayala, which is White Tiger's niece. She was like, yo, you ain't gonna do nothing. My uncle died. Okay, the fucking police killed him, and you think they're gonna help me figure out what's going on with these missing people? Nah, I'm gonna do an uncle set. I'm gonna handle shit on my own. I'm gonna take my ass down to the 161 fucking, the subways and see what the fuck's going on. Well, little did she know, she became a victim of Muse and almost died. Daredevil, with his chest pound, he brought her back to life after he did some CPR, and she got to tell the police everything that she saw in Muse's little dungeon cave in the subway. And we got to find out who his next victim was by his drawings. And little do we know, Muse's real name is Bastion, and Bastion can fucking do some taekwondo, my friend. Okay, he be kicking ass, and like, yo, this motherfucker, he's so good, he fucking murdered his goddamn taekwondo instructor when he was like 16. What the fuck? Yo, this kid, underline, has a lot of mental and bad, things that happened in his past that led him to the life that he's led on. And it all started with killing his taekwondo instructor because he fucking hated his parents for making him take taekwondo. Now, I'm sure we all have some animosity towards our parents, but this kid took it a little bit far, I think, on this. And using people's blood to make his art, I'm talking about, that's next level insanity genius. I mean, like, let's be serious. It took them 62 victims to find out it was blood. That's some next level planning. Like, think about the pace of that. And then when they did find out, what did he do? He left 2 women's bodies on another Muse to show them that he's laughing at the New York Police Department. And what does our mayor do in order to fight back against crime in his motherfucking city? He creates a fucking task force. And I'm not talking about any motherfucking task force. I'm talking about this task force. They have no body cameras. They get overtime. What? Okay. And they have certain rights and, let's call it a gray area of things that they can and cannot do to protect and uphold justice in the city under, the mayor, of course. So now the police department aren't even, heading this investigation. Mayor Fisk is, and he's going to find Muse and he's going to take his ass down. That's his sole purpose in this task force. But when things go awry and we find out, oh shit, Muse took somebody that's a little bit close to Wilson, you can kind of see him slowly trying to hold on and grip as whatever power he has. But little does he know, his wife is, secretly having a little meeting with one of their old mob bosses to, clear the air and kind of settle things between them. And like, they're under crime situation they got with this whole, mob boss becoming mayor situation. Well, some people aren't very happy with the mayor becoming the mayor, and they want to take his ass down and show him that, not everyone can be, above justice. But they're going to need Vanessa to take his ass down. Does she help them? Does she not? I guess we find out later in the episode. But Mayor Fisk is so focused on this task force that's trying to take down Muse. While they're looking, of course, Daredevil's Daredevil, and he pops in and he's doing his search, and guess who gets one fucking goddamn baton to the fucking head? None other than Officer Powell. Y'all, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh as hard as I did when Daredevil was looking and figured out it was his girlfriend, and then Officer Powell walks in and he just throws his fucking baton and just dunk, like, bro just knocks the fuck out. Like, I'm sorry, but that, and then he's like, fuck. It's okay. It's Officer Powell. Whatever. We're gonna go and save our girlfriend. He'll be fine. He don't know. It's cool. I'm gonna escape. He's knocked the fuck out anyway. So Daredevil, takes off to go rescue. Be the knight in shining armor for Vanessa, but the masked shining knight in armor. So that way she don't know his secret identity. But this motherfucker comes crashing in. Okay, like fucking Kramer, and
Kramer.
He does. You can't say he fucking does it. He motherfucking comes crashing in like Kramer to save his woman. But before he does this, okay, Muse, Bastion, all right, goes and sees his therapist for their normal session, and they're chilling and they're talking, trying to dive in deep. And as we're diving in deep, motherfucker gets a little noseblood. Just like thinking about, I guess, what he's about to do and everything. And he takes that blood and makes a little drawing. And she starts to realize that the person that she's talking to is not Bastion. Bastion is actually the vigilante known as Muse, who takes people's bloods and takes them into a canvas. And while she's talking to him, trying to figure out what she's going to do, how she's going to escape, he also realizes that she realizes. And, well, when he tells her, is she going to run for the door? She runs for the door. And, yo, I'm talking about takes a header to the wall. Like, just, And I'm sorry, but that poor doctor, yo, she is traumatized. I don't know if she's gonna go back to doing therapy. Mayor Wilson Fisk and Mrs. Fisk may need to find themselves another therapist for their marriage counseling right now, because I don't even know how that situation's going, because he's lying to her. Did you see the episode before with the Adam fight? I'm sorry, but Mr. Fisk, I'm talking about Kingpin, he's back, baby, and he's oh, dude, oh, God. I don't know how Adam is still alive. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. This motherfucker is crazy, and he's holding, his wife's boyfriend hostage. And you know what his most beautiful line was? There's two ways to control someone. Take what they love and withhold it from them, or give them exactly what they want. Damn, this motherfucker is so diabolical. I fucking love him. That's all I'm going to say about that. But while we're digressing into this whole situation with the therapist and what's happening with her, Muse is trying to figure out how exactly he's going to go about. He's conflicted. He brought a gun with him. He brought a scalpel with him. We got a canvas. I keep talking about these faces I'm trying to draw. Are we going to use her blood to draw them? What is going on? Well, you know what? She fucking wakes up, and guess what? We're back to talking again. I don't want to talk. I want to fucking get on with my shit. So he takes his scalpel, he cuts the bitch's arm, and she starts bleeding and asking him what is he gonna do? Is he gonna kill her? And he's like, I don't fucking know. Just shut up. And what do we hear? But none other than the whoop whoop. Hey, it's the brothers in blue trying to come and save the day. The task force comes pulling in like Batman, like, yo, I'm here. I'm ready to save the day. But Muse has already cut the therapist. I can't remember her name. That's why I keep calling her the therapist. Whatever. Y'all can tell me in the comments. I'll try and, Anyway, the therapist, okay, she's bleeding. Muse is freaking out, trying to figure out how he's going to execute his plan. The fucking cops are downstairs. He's got to fucking be quick. You know what I'm saying? So he tourniquets her. She's bleeding. He's trying to use her blood. And then he's like, you know what? I can do something else. I could just stab the bitch. But God damn it, her fucking boyfriend comes busting in like Kramer. Back to Daredevil. Cue him. All right. He's like, yo, this my woman. They have this whole taekwondo fucking battle inside of her fucking office. I'm sorry, but like 3 gunshots, possibly 4, went off in that building. It's a building. Who the fuck was on the other side of that fucking bullet? Did anyone even care? No one even fucking cared. That's all I'm saying. Innocent bystanders could have got shot in New York, but everyone's worried about this fucking therapist and this motherfucker taking her blood. What the fuck? Oh, I have to say. Right. Don't forget about the innocence. That's all I'm saying about that. But as this fight goes on, this Muse is trying to give it to him. He shoots Daredevil. Daredevil, his blind senses blocks that shit. He's like, yo, busting in, doing some crazy ass shit, kicking, fucking punching. He's like blocking all of his taekwondo fucking moves and shit. He's like, yo, I see you about to kick. No. Bomb. And he fucking okay. I'm just saying. Now we're realizing that, my woman, Daredevil's woman, she on the ground, she's bleeding out. She gonna die soon. I gotta get this motherfucker. So in the midst of the fighting and all the taekwondoing, okay. Daredevil and Muse, they separate for like a second, and Muse is like, I see a knife. I'm just gonna stab this bitch so she's dead. So if I die, this bitch goes down with me, and my plan didn't get fucked up by Daredevil and I'm running for him. What does Daredevil do? Yo, this was some gangster ass shit. He fucking uses his baton that shoots, to like grapple onto like buildings and swing. This motherfucker shot that shit and it went through his body. Like just like and then just that I'm not gonna lie, fucking grade A fucking fight scene, hands down. Thank you, Disney. I can honestly say this season you gave me what I was looking for, so I'm not mad at you right now. We're in a love-hate right now because this is my love. You've been kind of on the not so happy hate end right now. Like this is like the boyfriend you keep talking to that like keeps giving you that bullshit, but you want to believe him, but he keeps up with his bullshit ass ways, and then he does something nice like Manny Petty, all day, spa day, and then back to the bullshit. But we'll see. But this, I'm telling you, this is a Manny Petty time because I'm happy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I've been satisfied. And guess what? Who do you think takes out Muse? None other than the dying therapist who grabs this motherfucker's gun and and a Muse. I'm sorry. He still had Daredevil's fucking thing in his. This motherfucker was bleeding all over his canvas. So he wanted to make beautiful art. He did with his own blood. It was chef fucking kiss. God, that's a great way to end this episode. But what made it sweeter is Daredevil makes sure he saves his woman, and then the cops bust in like Batman to save the day. But guess what? The day's already motherfucking saved. Y'all didn't do shit. Oh, shit. And guess what? Guess who got the credit for it, though? Mayor Fisk walks in and, Muse is taken care of. You not the devil. Daredevil vigilante. You saved the city. The task force. I told you I was going to give you a safe city. I give you a safe city. Mayor Fisk gives us the bullshit. Of course, we're trying to digest and, Mayor Fisk has done something for us. Yay. But, BB, the reporter she is, okay, she uncovers Daredevil was really the one who saves it and tries to release a press. And guess what? Oh, Wilson's Fisk, little bitch. That little one that works for him. I can't remember his little greasy ass name right now. That little kid that's friends with BB. He was like, "You're gonna print what I want you to print because the mayor can basically make you disappear." Is what he fucking told her if she don't comply. And I'm ready to fucking find out what BB's gonna print next. So stay tuned for the next breakdown. Bye, Yaz.
Hey, come on through with the breakdown, Yaz. Hey, well, I love it for me myself. Whenever Yaz decides to break it down. Yo, that's like my favorite segment right now. It's like the Yaz breakdown. I love how filthy it is. Like this fucking bitch. It's like I can just kill the bitch. I fucking love it.
It's authentic. That's how it comes out. You know me. I'm authentic. So
you 100%. So okay, a couple questions about Daredevil. Some things that happened. All right. So first of all, what are we really doing with the little girl? Because I'm getting origin story vibes. You know what I'm saying? Are you getting the same thing I'm doing?
Yeah, I also am, and I'm wondering also, like, is she gonna what superhero that she's gonna take over? You see what I'm saying? Because now one, she's traumatized by the thing that she was trying. Like, you know what I'm saying? By the thing that she feels is she was fully traumatized and almost died, and she was also saved by her hero. So that also validates that she should be you see what I'm saying? So like it's kind of like a coin flip with her on whether she's going to rise up from this trauma or it's going to break her, like Daredevil is broken by his trauma and become, you know what I'm saying, like a new vigilante, just like her uncle was, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it could be good or bad how this turns out. But I definitely agree with you 100%. This whole episode screamed at me like, what superhero vigilante is this young girl going to officially take on? Like, who is she going to become because of this? You know, I see it, Vince. I fucking see it.
It's so clear. I mean, literally you just checked all the boxes. Traumatic episode with friend or family member. Quick proximity to superhero. Saved by superhero. Let down by the system. I mean, everything leads to spin-off or a superhero development. We just don't know. I just don't know who it is. And I will say that knowing that I haven't read all the comics for all the YouTube comments. No, we don't read every single comic. And you know who else doesn't? Everybody who purchases a ticket to see these movies and everybody who subscribes to these services, because everybody doesn't read the comics. Okay? I read plenty, Spider-Man specifically, some Star Wars, Thunderbolts. I love me a good old mashup, Spider-Man versus Batman, so on and so forth. But if I watch a show of which I have yet to read the comics, and then I ask a question and we post a video about it, and the first comment is, you didn't read the comics? I want you to know. I already know that shit, dumbass. That's why I'm asking. So please, stop being a comic snob and be a comic cool person and be like, oh, well, I read the comics. Here's what happened. Instead of, you dumb fuck, don't you just read the comics like all the rest of us that sit in our basements and don't do shit else with our lives? I'm sorry, I should have said that. That last part was inaccurate because I know that's not an accurate depiction of comic book readers, myself included. And I'm thinking about Omar Tiffy and some of our other friends and Tyrone. Tyrone's a big reader. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit and trash readers, but readers, calm down. Like, look, there's a lot of different types of nerds. All right. And not all of them are literary. Okay. Not everybody. Some of us have, and I mean, I'm not trying to make jokes, but some of us had learning disabilities growing up and couldn't necessarily read as well. So don't sit and start judging based on what it is that you did, like you better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when somebody says, yo, damn, I missed the last Spider-Man movie, I'm like, you didn't fucking watch did you watch the Spider-Man No Way Home? It's like, nah, dog, you gotta go check it out. You know, like I got a homeboy who put me on the Cad Bane, the book from Star Wars with the not Cad Bane, Darth Bane. The anti-hero guy. Okay. You know, he's half Jedi, half like, you know, just independent operator. And he wasn't like, you haven't heard about Darth Bane. He's like, oh, let me tell you about this dude. He's cold as hell. This now we gotta go read it. That's what I think that readers should be like with regard to watchers. I think that the reader world and watcher world need to have a get together and just understand that we not alike in all cases. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you one last quick point on that subject. Let me get back to Daredevil. Remember when Tiffy first started coming on our show, and when I made the critical mistake of letting her know that I had never seen one episode of The Last Airbender for Avatar?
Oh yeah, that was bad.
You remember that? And she was like, what? You know what I'm saying? And she proceeded to be like, listen, she didn't say, you asshole fuck. She did kind of, you know, roast me for kind of not understanding why everybody didn't like the movie. And she was like, listen, Vince, I understand why you don't hate the movie as much as I do, but I want you to go back and watch The Last Airbender and then tell me what you think about the movie after you watched it. And that's what I did. And I understood after it. I mean, I still don't think the movie is as bad as everybody says it was, but I did listen to her when she recommended something to me. And I just want to say that to the YouTube, because we've been getting some hits on YouTube. And a lot of times, like, we'll ask a question or I'll say like, oh, well, what's going to happen with Dr. Doom? And like, oh, didn't you read an episode 356 to the freak? I'm like, yo, hold up, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I think as nerds, we need to like stop bashing each other for what knowledge we do or don't have. You know, educate, don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we need to stop doing that, because, you know, everyone is a nerd in their own fashion. It's 2025. We all obviously like certain things and don't like certain things, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we shouldn't bash each other for being uneducated on things. We should educate each other on things that, you know, obviously we're it's not in our wheelhouse. So it's not something that we're going to be normally tuning into. But conversations, educating someone on something can actually spark a whole, new hobby into somebody. You know what I'm saying? So like we should stop bashing people, and we should definitely learn to educate instead of, just I just think that's as a nerd, I've been starting to do that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like, what? You don't know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's literally the first obvious thing that we do. And we need to like, as people, we need to stop bashing other people for not being educated on the things that we like. Not everyone likes the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like it's better to just educate each other instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, we're separating our nerdiness. Why? There's no point in it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not like internally categorize and compartmentalize ourselves to the point where we've also caused division within a community that we're supposed to be like exclusive. Like we're like, hold up, we all love the fact that we love all this weird shit together. Now let's not start being judgmental about not being as into the same weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's disheartening when I hear somebody hate Star Wars or something, but I'm not like, well, fuck you, or if somebody's like, well, is Luke, does he have like was Luke like a Jedi, or what? You haven't seen the return, or did you read the comics? It's like, all right, look, I just think, I hate to say it, but as much as I love reading the comics, I haven't read every single comic, and I don't expect everybody who reads or doesn't read to have read the comics that I have read. And I would hope that the same respect lies for those who are in the world. If you are into comic books, Marvel, DC, whatever, then enlighten folks when they don't know shit. Don't shame them. That's what's the problem. You know what I'm saying? If somebody says, yo, I don't understand why Victor Von Doom is Tony Stark. Like, why Tony Stark is Victor Von Doom. Don't be like, you didn't read the comics? No, I would have known the answer. So tell me, enlighten me, folk, as they would say in Chicago, in certain sides of the hundreds. Just stop being comic snobs. All right, I just had to get that part out. I was going through our YouTube, and I was reading some of the comics, and I was just like, "Are you that's what you took away from this? Just that I didn't read the comics? It's obvious." I'm sorry. I don't know. I shouldn't.
No, I get it. But that's my point, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, so Vince, like for an example, Vince, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like we're good friends, right? So we love Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? But you like Star Trek and you like Doctor Who. I'm not a fan of those things. I'm not going to be like, Vince, you're fucking watching like Star Trek, A New World. What the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to yuck your yum because it's not something I put into. I'm just going to be like, I'm sorry, we can't discuss this because I'm not watching it. So it's not in my wheelhouse. So I'm not going to tune in. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, and like you guys respect and also, laugh at me, but it's okay. But because I think it's funny, y'all like zombies. I'm not watching that shit. And you guys know that. You're like, hey, yes, you're gonna fuck no, I ain't gonna watch that shit. You already know. Fuck up.
It's fun to fuck with you though.
I know, but I love that though. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's you're not.
And you're into Legos, like y'all are really into Legos and stuff, right? And we're not like Legos, yucking yum is like the theme of this. Come through. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, you need to, Yvette has been. We gotta get Yvette on to talk about that too.
Yeah,
he's been talking to her. She's about to start some stuff on Zoom on Twitch or something. But yeah, man, that's the moral of the story. It's just like Jazz says, don't yuck each other's yum. I was cruising through the YouTube page, and by the way, I was happy to notice that some of our videos been doing all right. If you haven't visited and subscribed to our YouTube page, we do. In one of our videos, it might have been like this for a while, but it hit 1 million views. Boy, hey, still saying it's the little things. It's the little things. We had 1.3 million views off a video. Hey, I mean, for all of y'all that have all these big, people you subscribe to and these people that you follow, shit, for them, there's no big deal. But for me, this is huge. You know what I'm saying?
This is huge. And
for me, I'm like, oh shit.
Thank you to our fans. Thank you to everyone who's watching, who listens to us on, iHeart and, on Spotify. We appreciate all the love, and we want to keep growing with you guys. And the more that we grow is the more that we can do more things with you guys. So help us grow so that we can, do more interactive stuff. Those are in the, Florida area. You know what I'm saying? We can always, we can always link up and do more stuff if we have more followers. So just saying, help us help you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
We're pretty dope. Come hang out with us.
I think so. And as a matter of fact, that brings me to this last subject, actually. So you heard me pitch, and this is interesting because this is normally one that we would have after we stop the show. But fuck it. It's just me and you.
Let's go wrong. Let's get into it.
So I was at the Orlando Improv, the Funny Bone, as we call it now, last Thursday, where I headlined the show. And the general manager gave me the opportunity to use the Orlando Funny Bone for a gig.
Okay.
May the 4th, of which I, of course, said, May the 4th? I was like, Star Wars Day? She's like, is that a thing? Or I was like, and I started to do the nerd thing that I just told everybody not to do. I'm like, you don't know didn't you read episode 1 of the freak? I was like, yeah, Star Wars Day. I was like, that'd be dope. We've done some things on Star Wars Day before. And I was like, well, let me check with the team and see if they was down for something like that. So what do you think? I'm asking you right here live on the air, man.
I'm good. It's a Sunday. Let's do it. Like I'm totally, me. I'm always in Orlando, so it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I work. So I'm down. I think that's a great idea. I mean, we haven't got to do one of those since we started, basically. So I think this would be a good homage, and as well as, you know what I'm saying? Like, we if even if Bad Ty is if he's in town, I think it's a smart idea because he's not normally on this side of the track, and we would take we'd take advantage of it. Orlando is Orlando, so I mean, no matter what, we're gonna have stragglers, but getting to meet some of our fans, you know what I'm saying, and in real life, and they can actually see that this is authentically us. This is how we are, and what you see is what you get, and we're so excited and love, you know what I'm saying, hosting. So I think this would be a fun thing because Vince, if you haven't got to see Vince Taylor live for a comedy event, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your lives, because if you live in Orlando and haven't checked out his comedy, or in Florida in general, I think you guys need to figure out, Google his damn name, go onto his link tree and find out what show he's at next, because literally watching it live is completely different from watching it from your couch, and Vince interacts you into the show. And I'm telling you, the shit is goddamn, and so chef's kiss. I love seeing my friend and co-host live doing his shtick. So you guys have to, I'm telling you, when you're done with this, go over to his link tree on Instagram and go fucking to one of his shows. I swear to God, you will thank me for doing it. You're welcome.
Thanks, sis. She's being nice. It's a big deal, though. Yeah, we outside, we doing our thing. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I scaled back on cruises so I can be at home more. And I mean, I won't get into that because I don't want them to watch this and hold it against me. That's how bad it's gotten on cruises now.
Wow.
They're scoping out stuff that you could say about them online. But I still love doing them when necessary. If you're out there listening, Lisette, you know what I'm saying? If you want no problems, I'm going to accept that gig. I'll see you in June. All right, Costa Rica. I got you. Yeah. But yeah, so I say we call it there. Let's meet back next week. Have a good time. I will have more than likely by then seen the full Devil May Cry. I hope you watch it too. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna watch it. Don't worry. I will make it a point to watch it. I have a kind of crazy schedule right now, but I'm gonna watch it. I promise you this. I will do my homework. I'll give you a Yaz breakdown of the entire series, and we'll do. I think we have one more episode. I think of Daredevil.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll do the finale, and I'll do that one if we have time next week. Okay.
Absolutely. Fuck yeah, man. Well, thank you so much, Yaz, of course, doing this that you do. Thank you all who tuned in for pulling up and saying what's up to us, man. We love to see everybody as we do. I'm gonna go ahead and shout y'all out. Whoever's still here, Fernando, Maria, Seth. Shout out to Antoine, Mike. I can't listen. I ain't going all the way down the list.
Maria, we thank you.
Every single
Harmony.
last one of you. Make sure
Everyone.
you hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, man. Tell a friend, bring a friend. Let's make it a whole block party. And as we always say, if you be yourself, be your authentic self. You know, because if you ain't being yourself, you're being fake. It ain't no honor in that. And in all things, like we say, if you a geek, go ahead, let that geek flag fly. Yes.
The new Blurred Order is one of my favorite places to visit. I hope you'll join us next time.